Alright, audience members.
Well, thank you all for coming today. And today we're going to cover a subject that most people will find, some will find controversial, some won't, some are for it, some are against it. And the topic is, should smoking be outlawed? And we'll be looking at the health risks involved with smoking and the legalities that could be, that would arise from smoking. And first off, we'll start with the health risks. Now, as you can see from this, a smoker's lung is smaller in size. It's black from all the tar and the smoke that goes in. And this is a healthy lung. Now, neither one of them, in my opinion, look very good, but this one certainly looks a heck of a lot better than this one. So you can definitely see what smoking does to the lungs. And not only with lung cancer and things like that, lots of people die every day and every year from smoking. According to the CDC website, approximately 443,000 deaths occur annually, or one person out of this 5-member audience will die from smoking-related illnesses. That's the odds. Also, the parts of the body affected, according to the CD website again, the CDC is the Center for Disease Controls. They claim that nearly every single organ in the body is affected in some way by smoking. And I have a handout that showcases the parts of the body that are affected. There's one for you, one for you, and one for you. One of the first things that's affected by smoking, I have my copy here, the larynx is also commonly known as the voice box. You can get larynx cancer from smoking. Also in the oral cavity from smokeless tobacco, you can get oral cavity cancer. The esophagus, which is what carries food and water from your mouth down to your stomach. You can get esophagus cancer. Lung cancer, you can get chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Various arteries and vessels, the myocardial infarction, systemic atherosclerosis, and just poor blood circulation altogether. Also, you can get stomach cancer, bladder cancer, pancreas cancer. There's all kinds of ill stuff going on related to smoking. And now we'll go on to the legal side of it. There's two things I want to cover, and that's government control of tobacco products and our rights as Americans, what rights we have. And the first thing we'll go over is government control. Now, can government officials tell us that, you guys can't smoke? It's just not going to happen. And can they force tobacco farmers to stop growing tobacco? In a recent CNN report, government officials and health experts from around the world met in South Korea, to discuss possible restrictions to stop growing tobacco. And also, in that meeting, talks of increasing the price of tobacco products was covered, and even increasing tax measures of how the tobacco would be taxed. And I'm going to read for you on a more personal level, a man from southeastern Africa, Steve Msambira, stated, "To stop growing tobacco would be like killing me and my whole family. I have been raised in this business. I went to school. Even my children, my brothers, sisters, went to school because of growing tobacco." Steve Msambira has been growing tobacco for over 40 years. That is his livelihood. If he is forced to stop growing tobacco, or there's such a high tax that's put on him for growing tobacco that forces him out of business of growing, then he goes under, and his whole family goes under. Um, and the next thing we'll cover is our rights as Americans. I'm going to read for you again the 14th Amendment, Section 1. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. And what I get out of that is the government can't step in and say, hey, you know what, you guys can't smoke. Because to me, that would be somebody telling me, well, I don't have that privilege. When in the 14th Amendment, it tells me that I do have that privilege, that I can choose what I want to do and how I want to do it. If anyone here wants to smoke a GD cigarette, they have the right to. They can go. But although certain laws restrict smoking in public buildings. And in conclusion, although there are serious health risks to smoking, I don't believe that the government has the right to force Americans to stop smoking. As human beings, we know the consequences of what we do. I believe that there's a group of radicals out there somewhere that are just serious anti-smokers, anti-this, anti-that, and they're trying to shove their ideals down our throats, and I'm not buying it.